Hi, I'm your friendly neighborhood bohemian, and you're watching the Weird Beatnik channel. Today, I wanted to talk about something I've been thinking about, but before we go any farther, if you like this video and you want to see more content from me, please click subscribe, click the bell, because apparently that's the only way you can get notifications from me. YouTube has been weird lately. And this is my new channel, by the way, because my old channel, I have been hacked, which sucks. But I'm here, and I'm keep on going, man. But we're not here to talk about my struggles, no, because that would be boring. We're here to talk about something I've been thinking about, a concept, if you will. If you know me from the past, my old channel, I am a big hippie. One of my all-time favorite bands, which I have a lot, but one of them is the Jefferson Airplane. But I'm not really here to talk about the Jefferson Airplane, the band today, more than I am using them as a concept. I think we need the Jefferson Airplane of politics. Let me explain what I mean by this. But before then, let's just talk a little bit, because if I'm going to explain why we need the Jefferson Airplane of politics, I oppose we need to talk a little bit about the band. So, Jefferson Airplane came out at a time where music was changing. Limits was being pushed. Boundaries was being pushed. Rules was being ripped up. And when the Jefferson Airplane, because keep in mind, before Grace Slick, the Jefferson Airplane actually been out for a long time, actually, since 1965. And even then, they had sort of this radical streak. But by the time, I forget her name, she left the band, Grace Slick came in the band, she added sort of this radical element to the band. But when I say radical, because people, when they think of radical today, they mostly think of violence and stuff. But believe it or not, peace and love was very radical back then. Drug legalization and all that stuff was very radical back then. And hell, it is today, actually. Because it's one thing to go and try to be violent, but it's a whole other thing to say we're going to be peaceable. And I think that's what I'm talking about when I say we need the Jefferson Airplane of politics. Now, originally, I would argue that we did sort of have the Jefferson Airplane of politics. At first, we had Bernie Sanders, but sadly, he just kind of sold out to Hillary Clinton and Joe Biden. But I do think overall, hopefully at some point we do get like a new because here's the thing. The next Jefferson Airplane is not going to be music rated. But they're still going to have the same spirit of the musical Jefferson Airplane. They're going to be radical. They're going to be peaceable. They're going to be chill. But they're going to have sort of the coolness factor about them, too. I think what we need is somebody like a youthful energy. And that's really what I want, folks. So yes, we do need the Jefferson Airplane of politics. Um, if you like this video, please comment, and if you disagree, please write you disagree, and I would like to hear from you either way. I think it's interesting. But have a good day, everybody. The next video I'm gonna do is gonna be about progressive and libertarianism, because I am a progressive libertarian. I'm gonna be talking about all types of stuff, so stay tuned.